Hi traders, a very warm welcome. I am Devang from the Financial Analyst and I welcome you to the post-market analysis for Friday. It's 4 o'clock right now in the afternoon and it's 16th April 2021. So before I start this video, make sure you like this video and subscribe to our channel if you're new, and if you're a part of the family, hashtag TF family in the comments. Thank you so much. So I want to start this video with a joke. I was telling this to the people, to our mentorship clients, and I said that in life, never trust two things: alcohol and Fridays. I hope you understand the joke. Fridays are the most weirdest days that you can get in the markets. And to top that all, this was these weeks that we're getting in April are always, we have some kind of holidays in them. So Wednesday, this was a holiday. So after Wednesday, Thursday came, Thursday's expiry movements. So we were not able to understand what we have to do. Same thing is next week also. That's why I've been telling you, don't take weekly positions. Why? Because even next week, I think Wednesday is a holiday. So, the moment we start the week, there's a holiday, then there's expiry, then there's Friday. So it becomes difficult to trade. So what happened today? If you see the markets today, it's continuing. I did a video last night. And I said that as long as the COVID cases are rising, as long as the local queues are going to be under pressure, global markets cannot really help us. I made that clear last night. And try to understand, if I show you the global markets can help us open. Try to understand this also. Global markets can help you with a good opening, but they cannot dictate where the markets will be for the entire day. For example, American markets, etc., helped Nifty, Bank Nifty open on the upside on a flattish note, but they cannot dictate where the markets have to be the entire day. Today, something very interesting I saw, that even after a very good data by China, a very good data yesterday by America on the jobless claims as well as the retail sales, India still has not taken that very well, which shows us that the global cues are fine, but the local cues are still under pressure. So yesterday, we came out with the COVID numbers. They are currently at 2,15,000 versus 2 lakh the previous day. So as long as these numbers are on the rise, and I told you this very clearly in yesterday's video, I said that we are moving in a range on Nifty and we are moving in a range on Bank Nifty. If I show you the charts on Nifty, just understand this, because this will help you save a lot of money. We are moving in a range of Nifty from 14,880 all the way till 14,300. As long as you are in this range, there will always be pressure no matter where you go. We saw that happen today. Let me just show you the today's charts. So if you're new, take my advice, take a couple of days off in the market. A lot of people have started their investing journey in these days. And in these, March and April, markets have been consolidating on a larger time period. See, understand markets, try to understand what phase is the market in. So, after the coronavirus pandemic, all that ended, that initial crash, after that, we had a bull run, a clean, good recovery and a bull run. And the strategy there was go buy on every dip, right? So any dip we got, we bought it, we got aggressive buying, V-shaped recoveries. But that's not the case now. Things have changed. You have to come back to reality. What we are seeing now is a good consolidation. That's the entire reason why making money for a newbie in the market is difficult, because stop losses have to be wider. I'll show you that today also what happened in the market. So just before I move forward, as long as we are in this range, be careful, deploy less capital, because markets are going to be there forever, but it's you and your money that will be there for a short period of time if you're careless. Today, if I open the Bollinger Band, one very interesting thing has happened. Today, Nifty has taken resistance at the 20 daily moving average. That is one thing. The other thing is, this is also coinciding with our signal of resistance on the super trend, which comes up to 14,671. So it was a confluence of signals coming in over here. So a lot of people ask me, why did you take shorts in the end? You never told us. Because see, there are things that are risky, and whatever is risky, I will never recommend in this community, because we have a good big community. I saw that my 20 MA is coming to the resist on that 14,700 levels. I saw my super trend coming there, so I took a risk and I went short in the second half in the around 245 in the market. I made some good money out of that. But overall, it was a difficult day for me. I'll talk about that in a bit. So this is one thing that we have to see going forward in this week. We also have got the weekly closing today. The weekly closing is again a doji. You can say it's a hammer also. So it's basically the last 2 weeks have been mere consolidation. We had a doji last week, and even this week is a good dragonfly doji. So if you look at the daily chart also is something like a good shooting star, that we have got some kind of an indecision bar that we have got on our 20 MA, which is not a good signal on the chart. Let me also do some screen reading and tell you something. Today's closing of Nifty is 14,617. But I believe the average traded price is somewhere around 14,670. I don't have it on the screen right now, but you can always go to NSE and check the ATP. ATP basically means what's the average price on which Nifty traded at. So if you look at the 15-minute chart, you understand. So the majority of the trading in India was going around at 670. This was the ATP, the average traded price. So how do I like to understand that? It's very simple. See, try to understand what happened today in the markets. Today, this is a 15-minute chart on Nifty. What happened was in the morning, this is the first candle, you went up. So from 600, so first you made a new low. So if I remove the Bollinger Band, see what happened. You opened at 14,609 or something. You made a new low of 14,557. That's a 60-70 point dip. You made a high of 700. Then again you crashed 60 points. Then again you went up to 700. Then again you got 100 points. What I am trying to explain is that the movements in the last couple of days have been extremely, extremely wild. And this is what we also witnessed in Bank Nifty. The difference in Bank Nifty was that in Bank Nifty, our range has been maintained. What do I say a range? The very first candle on Bank Nifty, the 15-minute candle, that is the reason we always tell you at TFA to always observe 15-minute candles. The first candle is very important. So on Bank Nifty, the first 15-minute candle gave you a range. This was 32,300 all the way to 31,900. So unless until this breaks the range, whichever side it breaks, you can't get a big momentum. You have to continue a consolidated direction. So today Bank Nifty was quite silent, whereas Nifty was extremely, extremely volatile. So what I am trying to say is this volatility is going to persist, and it's not come to get out. It's here to stay. And we need a trigger. We desperately need a trigger. So we saw Wipro today. Wipro went up 10%, and Himalaya gave that trade also in the group. He took a trade personally on that. I was not active in the morning, but Himalaya took a very good trade on Wipro. He made a good 60K was clocked by him on Wipro. And, in the morning, I told you some very important message. I said that if markets move above 750, the more time they're going to spend above 750, the solid move will get towards 14,800. I got that message in the morning. But, the interesting thing was, yes, we got that move. And at this point of time, I told you all, please exit your shorts. Do not be in any kind of short. But this is the beauty of Fridays. On Fridays, markets do not let you go into aggressive buyings. That's why I said in the end, please do not hold any longs over the weekend. Please do not carry any call. I didn't say don't carry shorts. It's up to you, but we should not carry calls. The reason for that is I believe now 14,700 is also become a very, very crucial level for us. Earlier, 14,880 was the level I've been telling you again and again. That's the make or break level for Nifty. If we close above that, even for a day, things will be great on the upside. But now I believe we also have a very, very strong resistance at 14,700. During the live market, I had an idea that, I think because we were sustaining too much above 650, I believed that we should go towards 800. But the very fact of matter, we are stopping at 14,700 tells us maybe now we are starting to look at the downside again. So this now becomes a make or break level for your bulls. If the bulls are able to close above that on any 15-minute chart, you could go long in the market for a good 100 point, 150 point momentum also. But as long as this level is maintained, every person who's a seller in the market is going to keep their stop loss above this level, and they will aggressively short any rally you're getting in the market. That's exactly what happened today. Markets tried to come here, aggressive short. They again tried to come here, aggressive short. And see the beauty. We got a very good, consolidation and a breakout, and immediately markets fell. Why? There's a lot of selling coming in here. The important thing is this selling has come in after 230. So any movements that happen after 130 is primarily the institutions taking part. So this could be a good institutional selling that's happening. So we'll see the data to understand what has really happened today to give a clearer view. the tape reading or by doing the screen reading, the average traded price of Nifty is around 14,670. The high made today is 14,700, but we are closing at 14,617, and I think the last price 14,590 on the screen. Think like this. How am I thinking? If Nifty wanted to go up, why will it make a high of 14,700? Why is the ATP at 14,670? Why is it closing 100 points below the high? That is something to be concerned about. However, this could be changed. How? If HDFC Bank posts spectacular results, that's an event that could change. So markets always welcome surprises. If you get a good surprise in the earnings, you will get a good gap up. And 10 points on HDFC Bank is a 200 point on Bank Nifty. So that could change the scenario. But assuming nothing happens on the HDFC Bank front, it's opening flat. This is going to set a mood for initial sell-off in the starting hour of the markets on Monday. Why? Because of screen reading, by looking at the data. Also, if you look at Bank Nifty's ATP is somewhere around, you can check on the chart, somewhere around 32,160, 170. I'm not sure if I'm right. You can always correct me in the comments below. I don't have the data in the screen in front of me, but I believe it's somewhere around 32,170 because this was the time where Bank Nifty has traded the maximum. However, think like that. Bank Nifty made a high of 32,300, the ATP 32,170, but closing at 31,946, which is exactly at the lows, very close to our day low. Number two, you have also closed below 32,000 on Bank Nifty. So this was a psychological level. My view was that I gave to our Discord mentorship clients that if Bank Nifty closes above 32,000, you will still be fine because of that psychological thing coming in. However, we have closed below 32,000. And could anyone have imagined this to happen? I said this on Telegram also, that this movements that you're happening is in HDFC Bank because of anticipation of results. Markets, they play in a very funny way. Markets, first they will tell you everyone's becoming a bull, and then they again erase the gains. This happened with us today. I gave you a short of ICICI. By the way, ONGC is another trade that we took. Hit our targets. We gave you a buy at 104 yesterday. Today it came around 108. So I hope you booked profit on that. Let me know in the comments. Today I gave you a short on ICICI Bank. I also sent you the charts in the market somewhere over here. Yeah. So I gave you a good chart of ICICI Bank. It was around 571 at that time. And I said, watch ICICI Bank, because if this trend line support breaks, I told you that yesterday also about the entire Bank Nifty. If a trend line breaks, you can expect some good selling. Now see what happened. Same was the case with Bank Nifty. I said that as long as this trend line is going to be maintained, you remain on the long side, be a buyer on dip, is what we discussed yesterday on the video. But I said as soon as this trend line breaks, you can expect markets to come under pressure. So please exit longs. So I told you that earlier also. Please, if you are, I told all of that on the Telegram. You can all read that. See what happened with ICICI Bank. This is called how volatile the markets have been. There is no respect of stop losses. That's why I'm telling you again and again, if you're new in the market, please give a pause to the trading. Let the trend be decided. We are not in America that's going up and up and up, so we can keep on buying. This is India. We are in a consolidation. And this is how you play consolidations. You have to be very, very wild, very, very active on both the sides, up and down. So what happened was I gave you a short somewhere over here, and markets from 571 came till around 566. So a lot of people booked profits. I got a lot of screenshots. But after that, whoever didn't book a profit, what happened was it hit a stop loss. From 575, it again rebounds to 563. Think about that. This is the volatility that's coming in the market. So good trades are also turning into bad trades because of this index management, because of the volatility. What my suggestion would be that now in the coming days, if you're getting a move, try to book it fast, unless until that's a very big move that's happening when either of the range breaks. That's an advice I want to give everyone. So even ICICI Bank today has closed at the day low. That's a poor closing on ICICI Bank, even on Bank Nifty. So now what is the plan going forward? That's why you are here. What is the plan going forward? The plan going forward is very simple. Nifty Bank has closed very close to the 31,900 level. It's a very, very good support. So if Nifty Bank wants to go down on Monday, forget SGX Nifty now, it's a holiday. Enjoy your weekend. If Nifty Bank wants to go down on Monday, it is going to open in the flattish region or it's going to open gap down. If this happens, you can expect a good 400-500 point fall also on Monday on Nifty Bank. As simple as that. Why? Because we've been consolidating for quite some time, and I believe this entire thing is a pullback and we can continue on the downside. This is what I believe. Also, I want to show you something on the daily chart. I am more concerned on the short side as of now. When do I go long? I'll explain in a bit. Try to understand. If I open this video of the entire fall, if I open the Fibonacci, sorry, of the entire fall from the high of 16th Feb all the way till the lows. So we have retraced the pullback that we have got is a 23.6% pullback. And we have exactly formed a negative candle here at a 23.6% pullback. So this is enough to tell me that if markets are opening flattish or if the market opens gap down, this is going to create a problem. This will mean that the markets can then head towards 31,700 and second target 31,400, or this is this level 31,300. This levels then will open up. However, if the markets open again in the middle, then again range bound trading is happening. But I am becoming very careful when I go on the top. Today another thing was done, that this entire gap on Bank Nifty has been filled. So a lot of times what happens is when a gap is created, the gap generally gets filled and the movement again follows on the bottom. That's another negative thing that has occurred in Bank Nifty. So I am interested when. So I have, as you saw, I'm on Telegram also. I've been very inactive because I'm not finding any good trade. We found a good trade on ONGC, Reliance. We gave you that. ICICI was another trade I gave you today. Wipro was another trade. Kotak was another trade, but I think it's hit stop loss. Even Infi, small stop losses. So a lot of times what we do is, if we find a good trade, we give that to you. Otherwise, take the small SLs. We are also giving you stop losses if you take them, because I also have a same stop loss. Even I booked a loss of 40K on ICICI Bank. I was in a good 50-60K profit, but I couldn't hold it because of this entire big green candle that came in Bank Nifty. Now, with that being said, I want to go short on the market, and you already know that, but I will go short only if I get a flattish opening or a gap down opening. As simple as that. However, if you get an opening, let's say very close to 32,280, somewhere over here, 200 to 300, then markets can try to go up. And that will only happen if HDFC Bank gives you spectacular results. Something extraordinary comes. So if that comes, and if you open on the upside, then do not go short. Then do not go short. So we will go short only on a flattish or a gap down opening. If markets want to go higher, then they will not open flat. Then they will open with a gap up. Same is the case with Nifty. Nifty has given a very weak closing. I am surprised to see that. I never expected this actually, because IT was so strong, pharma was so strong, auto was strong today, and immediately a sell-off came. So we were expecting a sell-off in banks, but surprisingly, a bigger 100-point sell-off came in Nifty. A much more sell-off came in Nifty. So it's been a volatile ride. It's been a difficult ride to trade if you don't know what you're doing. So same is the case with Nifty. Markets have taken a 14,700 resistance. As long as that is not broken, you will not become an aggressive buyer. Let me put it very straight. You have a good support here at 14,550. If that is also broken, and you will break this trend line. So I would say again, this is one last hope. This trend line that you're getting is one last hope for the bulls, which I think will coincide somewhere over here at 14,550 levels. So if 14,550 level breaks, and if this trend line breaks, then again we can continue somewhere over here, because then we have no important supports coming in. This is the problem, because we have fallen so much. Try to understand that. Because we have fallen so much, there are too many resistances coming. Think like that. We have fallen so much. So, or at every stage we have a resistance. However, we do not have a lot of supports on the bottom, because we have fallen initially. That's why if we fall, our first target can come to 360, 400 levels easily. So we could get a good fall also in the market. So all will depend upon HDFC Bank results and where the market opens. That is about what I wanted to discuss for now. Another important thing that I've been witnessing, which our clients have been witnessing, is that a lot of money has been flowing into defensive stocks. This is something to also talk about. A lot of money is being flown into defensive pharmas. You've seen Glenmark go up 7%, Cadila go up 6-7% today. Why? Because a lot of developments are happening on the pharma front. So if developments happening on the pharma front, when it's a defensive sector, you know what that means. You know what that means, and that the outflow will come in the banks, in the finance. So that is something to worry about. So I am going, if you want to be safe in the market, this is a sector you could be okay with on the long side. Auto also looking fine. FMCG also in green. We are seeing some good inflows in FMCG as well as IT. Again, the inflow in IT has started 8%, 2%, 1%. So IT is also going. So all these defensives are again coming back into action. Just be careful. Why I'm not coming so much live these days, is so much active on Telegram, is because I'm currently handling my own positions. I'm handling my own portfolio. I booked some profits. I booked profit in Vinati Organics. Partial profit booking has been done in FSR also. But what I'm trying to say is, this is a time to be careful. Intraday is at one side, fine, do intraday every day, but intraday also becomes meaningful when there is a good move in the market, something that we can forecast, something that we can play by. But if you're getting a move of 100-point breakout again failing, it's going to be difficult. And as I showed you, every moves are failing. Even Kotak, it was at highs, again fell down. SBI at highs, it fell down. So today all the major banks are in red except IndusInd, surprisingly, and Axis is flat. Majority of the banks are in red. So that's about it for now. That's what I think. If any other update is there, I'll obviously message you on Telegram, or I'll update you in the evening when the data comes out. So my suggestion is, observe the data. Observe, are the FIIs buyers today in the cash market or DIs are buyers today or not? And also please keep a track on the lockdown and the COVID situation, because as I said the other day, and I'm going to end that on the note. See, this is the global market, and India has pulled this string too much because of this weight of lockdown of COVID. As soon as this problem gets better, as soon as we leave that weight, India will go towards all-time highs. But you need to understand when this weight will get free. And unless that does not happen, be careful. That's my entire advice to you. Thank you so much.